Hey everyone, Ismael here, founder and CEO at iClose.io. In today's video, we're going to talk about show up rate. Show up rate is a big problem for everyone, and luckily we have a few things we can do here to increase your show up rate. So if you've been here for a long time, in 2022, it was much better. So average show up rate was around 85%, 90% sometimes, and then you could see that after 2022, something happened, and everyone got crushed. Show up rate went to 60, sometimes 55%, and this is for one reason: the Google Calendar update. So before, when a lead were booking a call with you and your sales team, he automatically had this Google, this invite, the call that he booked with your sales team in his calendar. And because of so many spams, Google removed that. So now the lead had to go in his inbox and open the email and click yes whenever he received the Google Calendar. So most of the leads are not showing up anymore, and when you have a show up rate at 90% and you go to 60%, is 30%. 30% loss is huge, especially when you're running ads and you are doing all of this content, you're putting a lot of effort there. So then basically there's a 30% tax on all the effort that you do and on all the resources that you have. So it's not only a problem of spending all of this cash on ads, making all of this content, but it's also 30% of your workforce, your sales team, 30% of your sales team is basically there doing nothing when they don't have a lead coming on the phone with them. And that's a big problem, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. Not to fix it, I'm not promising you that you're going to go back to 90%, but you're going to be able to increase your show up rate. So here's a few things you can do. Whenever somebody books a call with you, you need to redirect them to your own thank you page. And in this thank you page, you have a video telling them about what you're going to cover in the call. And this call has to be valuable. This is one of the most important things. If they see value in the call and you have testimonials in this thank you page about this call, not about the program, not about the service, not about the product that you're selling, but this is basically you're future pacing, you're showing all the value, all the good thing that people are saying about just them coming on the call. This is the only thing that you want to do. If people value the call, then they're going to do what you're going to ask them to do. And what you're going to ask them to do is you're going to embed a pop-up on top of your thank you page, which is basically a thank you page embed that we have at iClose. It's basically a little pop-up, we're going to show it on the screen here, that allows the leads to click on one button and boom, they can add it to their Google Calendar. And this is very important because you don't want to rely on Google sending the email and the lead opening his inbox and clicking on yes. This is not working because of another problem, because some people send email reminder, and in this email reminder they talk about the call, and they sometimes invite them to their private community, and Google think that this is an OnlyFans community. Or if you talk about financial freedom, they might think this is a scam, so they might put your email into spams. So you don't want to rely on the email for the lead to click on yes. You want to have this embed inside of your thank you page, so then even if the email doesn't go through and the lead is not able to see this email and click yes, he's able to join and add this event to his calendar directly from the thank you page. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have to go through your email reminder, you copy the email reminder, you go to Gemini, and then you ask him if it's compliant with the policy, with Google policy. It's Gemini. Gemini knows the Google policy because it's a product from Google, and then he'll be able to course correct and tell you what's wrong and what you should tweak. So now you have your lead who just booked a call. He added the event to his calendar. Now it's about speed to lead. You need to text this lead as soon as humanly possible, just to remind him that we have this call in 2 or 3 days, and to open the conversation. Because when you think about it, you're not scheduling a call. You're scheduling a conversation, and the conversation is going to happen in 2 or 3 days, okay? But you can start to open this conversation now to make sure that you're going to have this conversation, this valuable conversation, which is a call on Zoom or Google Meet in 4 days. So why should you start this conversation in 4 days when you can start texting this lead now to make sure that this lead is going to show up? Because again, you have a lot of resources, you have sellers, closers, and you cannot afford this 30% tax on your show up rate. So if I were you, and what we see that is working really well is sending a message with iMessage or WhatsApp, depending on the region. If it's a US lead, you can text with iMessage. They send blue, link, and other services doing that. And if if the lead is from Europe, just WhatsApp works really well. And with that, you can get like a 60-70% reply rate, which then boost the show up rate. Okay, so the lead confirmed the appointment by clicking on your embed in your thank you page. The lead received a message with speed to lead, and we do that inside of iClose with the unified inbox. And on top of that, what you can do is that you can do retargeting. So as soon as the lead booked a call, you have an event, you can fire Hyros, or we also have inside of iClose, we trigger call booked. You put them into a custom audience inside of your ad manager, and you grab all the testimonials, a lot of different creative, and then you bombard them with those ads. So then the lead is like, okay, he has the event in his calendar. He talks to your sellers or by iMessage or WhatsApp, and he's seeing all those people saying that how amazing it was to talk to your team over the call. So now they know that the call is valuable, and they are most likely to show up. So that's what you can do upstream. What you would do on the back end is that you go back to your scheduling cohort and you take a look at what type of leads are actually not showing up, despite all the initiative that you did. So if you did all of this right, and the show up rate still sucks, then you have to take a look at the data. You have to take a look at what kind of lead, what kind of demographic, what kind of answer are those leads who are not answering the call, who are not showing up on the call. If you see that the lead who don't have enough revenue or answering specific type of question are not showing up on the call, you can then either disqualify them or route them to an appointment setter instead of routing them directly to a closer. So then you're not disqualifying them because you're also paid for those leads, and sometimes they close, so it doesn't make any sense to DQ them, but it might make sense to actually route them to an appointment setter, and then you can do that within a few clicks inside of iClosed. Also, the thing is that you need to send that to the AI ad platform, Meta, Google Ads, and then you can use Hyros to feed the ad platform with SQL, sales qualified leads, because if you only optimize on MQL, then again, your media buyer might think that he's getting a good cost per call, but actually the cost per qualified call who show up on the call is like $500 when the cost per call is like $20. So you want your media buyer to optimize on the leads that are showing up on the call. So those are the few things you can do inside of your sales call funnel as a sales manager, growth operator, and the marketer need to be able to every 30 days take a look at all the data that he's getting from the scheduling cohort, the demographic, who is doing what, and then being able to optimize that with the media buying strategy. So this is how you can improve your show up drastically. If you want more, I have so many other things. If you want more advice on this, let me know in the comment. See you soon.